I stumbled across the opportunity to outsource, and I fell in love with it because I realized that it was my way to be able to give back to people around the world, you know, people in developing countries, people, you know, in Europe and just anywhere. And, you know, I was born in Vietnam and I know what it's like to live in a place with limited opportunities. And so I think that was my connection with it. It's like, okay, businesses need to outsource so that they could free up their time and build wealth and be able to be there for their family. And in order for them to do that, they need people's help, and then it's cost effective. And then at the same time, I'm creating opportunities for people, you know, globally. And so that's why I stuck it through. Like, I did go through a lot of challenges, outsourcing, not knowing who to hire, being ripped off, and had my fair share of outsourcing pitfalls. But through it all, I just knew that this is a really great way to give back to the world, or kind of like a virtuous cycle, right? Business gets helped.
Yeah.
People get freedom. And what I love about my model is that I outsource to people that get to work from home. So I too have a remote business working from home. Never built myself another office. Even if my business grew, it was like, I do not want to be in a corporate environment. And so I make sure that anyone we work with also get to have that kind of flexibility, because I guess I was a single mum. And so I understand how important it is to have your work to be flexible so you can, you know, be there for your family.
Yes.
And so that's what draws virtual assistants who we work with a lot in the Philippines. They're drawn to it because they had to quit their 9-to-5 job to pursue something that allows them to have a better life for their family. And so we want to make sure we create freedom for businesses, but as well as freedom for the people we work with. Yeah, and especially I'm Vietnamese as well. People go, why don't you help Vietnamese people? I think it's just, I believe that we're all children of God, no matter where we're at, right? Whether we're Vietnamese or Philippines. And I had the opportunity to work with Filipino, and they were just, I guess there was a sweet spot with them in terms of location, amazing English, amazing skill set and experience in the digital marketing space. And it was easier to build an infrastructure around that country than to, you know, jump around different countries. So like, for example, when we worked with someone from Nepal, I said to him, hey, can you work with me full time? You know, how much would you like to earn as a full time? He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't even know what to pay you either. All right, let me search up, you know, what is the best salary in Nepal? I'm like, what does a doctor get paid? And then I had to figure out what's the salary for him, right? And then every country will have its own salary, its own culture. And so it was just easier to stick with one and, you know, and work with them. Although my internal team, we've still kept people from Indonesia, Ukraine and all that. You know, back in the days when I had a marketing agency, it didn't matter where I outsourced to, as long as they're good and I've negotiated the pay. But when clients want to work with staff, it's easier for us to know exactly what the culture is, who it is, you know, the pay, so that it just makes the business become more systemized. We focus a lot on marketing and operations. So when I say operations, it means kind of like, we always look at the client experience or the workflow. Okay, what's happening? How are you getting clients in? How are you collecting money? How are you delivering the services? And we look for opportunities to increase efficiency. So it might not just be straight away a person that we recommend. We go, hey, have you thought about using this CRM, integrate it with this other communication tool? Or have you used a project management tool before? Because you're using emails and it's like a waste of time. And so we start to look at the systems and try to automate, and then we'll also try to systemize it better, right? Before we go and put in the people. So it's really about the three areas: technology, processes, and people. And with the people, it's really about hiring. They tell us, okay, I want someone that can help me with social media. We find them already skilled and experienced in that area. And then we also act as their HR department, managing the staff for them, so that they don't have to worry about like, how do I keep them happy? How do I make sure that they're engaged? It's like, we take care of all that. So internally, we have over 20, about 23, and then we have about 70 virtual assistants that work for clients. They are either doing part-time or full-time work, which is like 20 hours a week or 40 hours a week. It's almost like up to 100 people that we manage, and it's completely remote. When people say, it's hard to build culture when it's remote, or like, I don't feel like I can connect with my team. No, it's all of a myth. We have one of the best culture in our company because we learned how to do everything virtually. Over 10 years of experience in remote working, we can still have as much fun, we can still have as much engagement, just as a corporation or people that work in an office. We have 4 values. We want people who fit these values, which is appreciation. We love people that are grateful for their job, grateful for the opportunity, and coming from a place of appreciation, they will end up being loving, giving to others, right? And then we also want people who have courage to try new things, not afraid of making mistakes, and, exploring new technology and embracing changes. And then we also want people who are consistent, meaning reliable, not 1 minute want to work hard, next minute like lazy or whatever it is. It's like, we want the same consistency in your attitude, in your delivery. And then finally, transparency. We're big on communication. We would adapt and be compromising and compassionate in anything as long as you communicate. You just tell us what's going on with your life. We treat each other as more as friends, not just workers. And so if we just satisfy those 4 areas, then I feel like they can work long term with us, because technical skills can always be taught, but it's the values that are most important. And often people who don't last with us, at the end of the day, lacks one of those values. They might be so excited working for us, but then all of a sudden realize that they want money more and they don't appreciate the environment, the culture that we've got, and they chase the money. Then that's when it doesn't work. Or if they aren't consistent in their work, then basically that's when we can just see that things aren't working. We see ourselves as we sell freedom. So I'm really open to seeing what does that freedom look like. We started off as a virtual assistant agency, but now we're evolving into business automation and systemizing. And so really what we want to see is like we continue to pivot and innovate and, leverage AI and become just smarter and better at creating freedom for business owners. Our goal is really to help business owners to be able to step away from the day-to-day running of their business, to actually have that freedom so that they can spend quality time with their family and friends. And I'm a living proof of that. I built up my business so that it could run without me, and I want that for other people. And for me, I want to spend more time giving back. I'm at that stage in the last few years in that position where I can mentor and I can share my wisdom through my videos and podcasts. I want to continue to do that more, and maybe creating more charity experiences and bring our clients and others who might want to go to the Philippines and actually experience giving back more. So I see ourselves as more of a freedom fighter, a freedom achiever, and that's at the same time, how do we inspire and give back more? AI is just growing so quickly. There's so many tools out there, and we're trying to learn as quick as we can and utilize, some of the tools and not everything. So like even when it comes to making videos, it's really shortcut a lot of our editing time. Tools like Opus.pro can just cut snippets so quickly. Even a non-editor can actually use a tool like that. And, ChatGPT, most of our team use that for writing. Like I used to suck at writing or hated the writing part, right? And then now I can kind of write down some thoughts and let it do most of the work and then just edit it. And so I really feel like it's just empowering. But I think it's really important right now. Our challenge is trying to navigate through AI, and it's so noisy. There's so much to do. It's like, how do we, use it best? And so we're still going through that at this moment. Like I think most business owners, right? We know how powerful AI is, but we're just navigating it. And but at the end of the day, we always want to make sure that don't overwhelm yourself. When it comes to our clients, we always look at their existing processes. Okay, what are you trying to do? let's improve on that process. It might not be a new tool. It might just really be a simple automation that can do this or that and just increase the efficiency in that little area. There's always room for like new tools and new AI, but it's just more money, more time. And so it's about what is the lowest hanging fruit and how can we just improve on small things at a time. Our typical clients are small to medium-sized businesses that are looking to scale their operations or marketing. And so we work with clients in various industries, but the area of expertise is really marketing and kind of the admin side of thing. Usually people with a few full-time staff already, and they're just looking to scale more, because I feel like that's when you need to automate and create systems, right? So sometimes when you're too early in the game, the goal is to just make sales, really. Just make sales. Don't worry about like fancy tools, just use Excel for now, right? And once you've got the scalability, you've got the sales coming through and you've got some staff, but you just need to take it to the next level, that's when we can come in. We go and optimize and hire more staff faster for you. I feel fulfilled. I feel like I've gone through all the challenges so that I could have the experience that I could share, that I can inspire people. Everything happened for a reason, and I can just feel like I'm also relieved to know that I'm at a place where I've gone through all the tribulations and problems in life. And what I've learned about life is that you either seek challenges and proactively look for troubles to fix, and then you learn lessons that way, or else it will come to you. You will eventually learn things. And so there's people who are going through tribulations and challenges at a later stage, 40s, 50s, and I've experienced that when I was at a young age. So I feel really grateful. I feel like I'm at a place where it's time to just give back, to share my experiences, to teach everything that I've learned about life. And any year that I could live in this world is really just a bonus. I feel really, really blessed and fulfilled.